We shall start with a small prarthana. Gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave na guroh paramam shishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guru bravimi samskritam vacha dhyayami samskritam hrada purve sevam chakayena वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं यो नरः संस्कृतव्योम्नि ह्यालयं रमते मुदा संस्कृतिं चैव संस्कारं विन्दते नात्र संशयः। अस्माकं वर्गे समाहितेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः अपि हार्दं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। We from Vyoma take privilege to welcome you all to a new course, SSS-Trutiya-2. It's preparatory course for third level, second paper of Sri Sura Saraswati Sabha exams, which covers the book Anuvada Pradepa-1. And as the name indicates, this will be practice through interactive exercises and will be taught by our famous teacher, Dr. Usharani Shankar Madam. Let me take few seconds to say about our teacher. Dr. Usharani Shankar is trained in Vyakarana Shastra and Sahitya Shastra by renowned scholars, and she is equipped with MA in Sanskrit literature in addition to PG degrees in English and psychology also. And also, she has completed her MPhil and PhD degrees in Vyakarana Shastra from National Sanskrit University, Tirupati. And she is not new to any of our students in Vyoma. You can see many courses handled by her also. And she feels His Holiness Sri Prakashanandendra Saraswati Swami from Holy Narsipura as the guiding force of her life. And Dr. Shankar started teaching Sanskritam in 2003, and she has worked as Sanskrit lecturer in pre-university college and degree college, and has coached and taught the language to many people, and still she is continuing her service till today. And in Vyoma also, she had successfully completed 2 courses: the Introduction to Famous Sanskrit Poets, Part 1, Vyoma Shibiram. It was a summer camp for US children aged 5 years to 14 years. And now currently she is also taking another course, the Daily Prayers for Children, Part 1. And let me take a few more seconds to say about the course also. And this course will be covering the second part of the second paper of the third level of Sura Saraswati Sabha exams, and it will be a practice through sessions. And this course is interactive classes methodology, practice through interactive classes methodology. And so we request you all to attend the classes without missing any one of the classes, so that you may enjoy the lessons completely and you can get full benefit from the course. We are fortunate to get a teacher who is versed and very good in handling such type of training classes. And let me give a small introduction to how to join the classes. You just open the web page, www.sanskritfromhome.org, and you can log in with your credentials. That once you have registered, you would have got your credentials. If you haven't registered, you can register, which takes less than 2 minutes for you to register. And once you register, you can log in with your credentials, and once you log in, you will be taken to the students dashboard. And in today's classes session, you can find the link to join. Once the teacher starts the webinar, you can join. This join now button comes, and you can click it and you can join to that. So let me give some few webinar guidelines. You will get the only way to join to the class is through our portal, and you may not get any external links etc. through email, but you will get 3 reminder emails, of course, and 24 hours before the class, and even 1 hour before the class, so that you may not forget about the class. And once the teacher starts the webinar, you will get another email saying that class has started. And yes, if you ask, you can join from which device, you can join from any device, you can join from your PC or Android devices and iOS devices also. So for better experience of the class, you please put your headphones on, so that the background noise etc you will not be disturbed with those things, and you may also interact with the teacher. And since this is going to be an interactive session with the teacher, it will be helpful for you if you have the headphones. And always keep in mute, and otherwise since unless your teacher asks you to unmute, you please don't unmute. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the Q&A sessions. The Q&A will be enabled, the Q&A part will be enabled, the discussion and answers portion will be enabled, and you can ask your questions through that. And also you can mail to the teacher if you have any doubts. And if you want to say anything, you please raise your hand, the teacher will ask you to unmute, and you can unmute and speak. And this is some special notes for persons who join with iOS devices, that is with your Apple Mac devices. You please so there are some block pop-ups in general. The pop-ups are blocked in your iPhones and Mac systems in general. So to overcome that, when you join through an iPad or iOS devices, you please go to the launch the settings and tap Safari, and under the general section, click the toggle next to block pop-ups to enable or disable the pop-up blocker. That is, you just click the pop-up blocker and disable it, so that the pop-ups will not be blocked. Once if the pop-ups is not blocked alone, you can join our meetings. And if you enable pop-ups but are unable to generate a pop, refresh the web page to regenerate the pop-up. If the pop-up is generated from a link on the web page, click the link again after refreshing the web page. So this is on Mac. If you join using the Mac system, there also the pop-up will be blocked. And go to the website in the Safari app on your Mac, choose Safari preferences, then click websites, and then scroll to the bottom of the list and click pop-up in Windows, and click allow and block and notify or block for this website. So this is the methodology to to allow pop-ups in Safari and Mac OS systems. So all course materials and recordings shall be uploaded in the course content page itself, and you can access the same from your dashboard. And for this, as said by the name itself, this course will help you in preparing for the second paper of the third level of Sura Saraswati Sabha exams. The PPTs provided in the class itself will be enough for you to get into prepare for the lessons. It is well equipped and prepared in that way. The teacher will give you further guidance. If you need any hard copy of the books, you can directly contact Sabha, and it is not available in Vyoma. But it is sure that the PPTs provided will be sufficient for you. And for an important note, please close all the other apps that use internet in your mobile or browsers and PC which you use to join the class, so that you can open before logging into online classes. If you close all the other apps that use the internet, the audio and video quality will be much high, and you can gain maximum from our class. And for any questions or doubts, please feel free to email at sanskritfromhome@vyomalabs.in, and this is teacher's email ID, ushasankar.vyoma@gmail.com. So over to teacher, and the teacher will give the enough notes about the classes and the details about the lessons covered. Ram 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 Swagatam Usha Bhagini.
Namo Namaha Namasabhaye. Let me begin with a prayer. Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tamhadevamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. I am very much blessed to have this opportunity to teach this nice course from a prestigious institution, Sanatana Dharma Matha, that is named as Sringeri Matha, that is a blessing upon us, all of us. This is a not only a learning course for Sanskritam, but also for an entrance into our what you call our dharma, our heritage, our ancient culture, and lot more. So I am starting my this course with an introduction to the course. Okay, so let me just begin the screen share. One option coming. Okay. So everybody can see my screen, the PowerPoint presentation. Gomati Bhagini, is it visible?
Ram Bhagini.
Is the screen visible, Gomati Bhagini?
Yes, Bhagini. Yes, Bhagini. It is visible.
So, Sura Saraswati Sabha is the name of the institution which teaches the Sanskritam course. So this was established by Abhinava Vidyatirtha Mahaswami. He was the 35th Acharya of the Sharada Peetham. He established this Sabha on 8th of November 1969 to obviously promote Sanskrit. Bharata Desha is blessed with many acharyas who are selflessly devoted to the service of motherland, to the service of dharma, Sanskritam, as far as possible, as much as possible. And they give us all an opportunity to sip the nectar and become immortal with our existence, to know our existence totally. So this is a door not only to the cultural heritage, but to the Adhyatmika heritage that we all own just by taking birth on this divine land. This institution, Sura Saraswati Sabha, conducts simple Sanskrit examinations. They are conducted in 5 levels and they are named very simply with Sanskrit names, of course. Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Turiya, that means Chaturthi, and Pravesha. So Pravesha is the 5th exam. That is the thing. So after you complete 4 steps, then only you are able to enter into the Sanskritam. Okay, so these are the 5 examinations. They are regularly conducted twice an year. January and August are the months, and usually last Sunday of the month. So you can, with closed eyes, you can prepare. You need not wait for the dates to be declared, nor you need to seek any information. You can just pay the fees and be ready for the examination. Tritiya happens to be the 3rd paper. So it is having 2 papers, 2 examinations. There are 2 textbooks for that. One is Samskrita Bhasha Deepika, Part 3. It is totally in Sanskritam. This textbook has more advanced, like we crossed 3 levels, right? Prathama and Dvitiya. So Tritiya is a 3rd level, so it's a little more advanced usage of nouns and verb forms. There are some poetry sections which have Subhashitas and some Kumara Sambhava, the Kavya written by Kalidasa, and Ramodanta. It is a very simple Sanskrit Kavya for beginners. And there are some grammar portions also which covers the Visarga Sandhis and Vyanjana Sandhis. So this forms the first paper. We are not dealing with this paper in any way in this course. We are dealing with the second book, that is Anuvada Pradepa-1, which has the text in both English and Kannada. Okay, so we are not dealing with the Kannada part of it, but with the English part of it. And there are Sanskrit sentences in the book, which we will be practicing the translation. So this is totally a work done by great scholars. Okay, so these great scholars have given the stepwise approach to the language. Okay, so they have worked very hard in making this book happen. Vidwan N. Ranganatha Sharma, Vidwan S.V. Sharma Bhatta, and Professor K.G. Krishnamurthy and Sri R.N. Nagaraj. So you imagine the amount of simplicity, amount of clarity the acharyas will have while composing a book for such a small level of students. So they have put all their knowledge, experience, and a stepwise approach. Lot of research has been put into this book, and our Vyoma brother Venkata Subramanian Anna, he always has a good like regard for this book, a very high regard, and he keeps praising this book because they all learned Sanskritam. They all uh, attempted these exams and learned they completed their journeys only through these steps. So they like these books a lot, and this course happens to be very near to his heart, and he has given that responsibility to me to impart this knowledge to you all. I will try my best anyway. It helps the students to build the skills of translating the sentences. So you think that you are just translating, but through that means you are learning the whole language which the author is expecting you to learn. Then these are the guided exercises, because they are not just exercises. Some information is given about the exercises which are about to happen, the topic which is covered in those sentences. So we cover a little explanation and then we attempt the exercise. It's not just like directly jumping and plunging into the exercise and just trying to attempt them. No. So they are like different topics are covered, like vibhaktis, avyayas, visheshanas, okay, krudantas, the sankhya, etc. So there is also some letter writing, some essay writing, and some other things are there which are help for the student to understand this level of Sanskrit. Now we go to the exam details. Examination, as the date you have already understood, and whenever it happens, the durations you can just see on the screen. The paper will be for 3 hours, the first paper, and the second paper will be 1.5 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes, and it will be conducted on the same day you go to the exam, and it will be always offline. These exams are never conducted online. So because of present COVID situation, for some time the exams have been suspended because of the students cannot gather in the offline mode. That's why they will again declare these exams whenever, and you can just prepare and attempt them. It happens on the same day. Whenever it happens from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. the first paper, and 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. So by 10 to 4 you will complete your exam and you can get one paper done. So the first paper will be of 100 marks, and passing marks are 35. And second paper will be of 50 marks, and minimum passing marks are 80. And believe me, this is going to be very challenging. The book seems very simple. The book looks very thin and very deceiving. Like if you will believe that this is a very simple book, oh, it's very small. Even I thought like that when I saw the book. But no, it is very like that. When they give you the exam paper, then only you are going to know that how, oh my, I have to put so much effort into this book. That's why we have designed and planned this series in that way, such a way that your whole preparation happens, and you can, with closed eyes, you can go and sit in the exam and just attempt it and get passed. So we'll try our best in that regard. It's not, don't look at this like 35 and 18 and target that, but we are going to target very near to the maximum marks. Okay. Then this examination, this has this book and it is available. So if you want the book, you have to go to the, I'll just give the details before that. So in Tritiya, approximately 75 marks are in Sanskrit only. So this is an important instruction because they say Sanskrita Bhasha Pradepa is totally in Sanskritam only. So the rest of some things will be like from Sanskrit to Kannada, Sanskrit to English, then English to Sanskrit, or Kannada to Sanskrit. It is going to happen. You'll be having some choice with the target language, and the Sanskrita will be standard, and the other language can be chosen by the student. It's not necessary that you attempt only in Kannada or only in Sanskrita. So the book, the textbook is also available with the Sabha. So these are the details. So for all examinations, so not only Trutiya, but all other exam books are also available in the Sabha. And this Sabha exists as a part of Sringeri Matha, which happens to be in Bangalore. So you can just visit the office, Sringeri Matha office, and then you can get the books, and they are very, very very less price. They are not at all costly. The quality of the book is very good. The paper quality, etc. It's very, very good. Then you can just go and buy it, and they also post it if you want. So all the details are there on the on their portal. So all this stuff I have taken from their website. So you can just visit their website for more details, more links. Okay. So you have to just download the form for ordering the textbooks and then order them. So this is how the books look. This is Sanskrita Bhasha Deepika, third part, and this is Anuvada Pradepa, first part. So this happens to be the first paper. This happens to be the second paper. And we'll come to the language that we are going to use in the class. It will be mainly English, as you see me speaking right now. I will use this medium of English. But we have some Sanskritam also. Aham madhye Sanskritena api vadami, vakshyami, yato hi Sanskritena lekhanam eva atra uddeshyam vartate sabhayaha Sanskrita jnanam bhavatu vidyarthinam iti te chintayanti. The Sabha expects the students to know Sanskritam. You have to write some part in Sanskritam. That's why I will be speaking some Sanskritam in between. Of course, you will get the translation of the each of the Sanskrit sentence that I speak. Kintu bhavantaha sarve avagachantu avagantum prayatnam kurvantu iti aham kamaye. So I desire that you understand whatever I speak on your own. At least try for that. Please don't reject Sanskritam. Only with a fear that you will not understand. Bhavantaha avashyam avagachanti yat aham vadami. Aham shanaihi vadami. Tena shrutva bhavantaha avagantum shaknuvanti. I'll speak very slowly, by which you can just listen and try to understand. Okay, so don't be scared, and if you don't understand, you'll always have a chance to raise your hand, ask about the sentence which I have spoken, because these are going to be very interactive classes. You need not be mute, you need not be like hesitant, you need not be whether should I ask this now or not. No, you can immediately, it's like a classroom. This is a very, very beautiful classroom where every student has got the swatantrata to ask the questions. Okay, so this, because the exam should be written, we are planning for some Sanskritam. Now we will go into the subject. So deliberately I have made the whole slides in Sanskritam itself. Let us just go into the topic now. So what do you understand by Anuvada? What is Anuvada? So let it be interactive right now. Okay. So let me ask the participants. You can raise your hands if you. I'm lowering all the hands right now, and you can just ask. Just let me lower all hands. Now you can raise hands. Yes. Geeta Krishnamurthy Bhagini, you can please allow to talk. Yeah, please unmute and what do you understand by the word Anuvada?
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste.
Shubha Sayankala. Aham Samskrita Bhashaya वक्तुं प्रयत्नं करोमि। दोषमस्ति चेत् कृपया क्षम्यतां।
चिन्ता नास्ति, वदतु।
अनुवादः अहं मन्ये शुद्धं वा मन्ये एकं भाषा पदं स्वीकृत्वा पदभावं स्वीकृत्वा अन्य भाषाया भावं चिन्तनं व्यक्तं करोमि चेत् इति अनुवादः इति वक्तुं शक्नोमि।
आमां, सम्यक् सम्यक् उक्तं, सम्यक्। वेल् डन्, वेल् सेड्। धन्यवादाः। रैट्लि सेड्।
धन्यवादः भगिनी।
सम्यक् उक्तं। चारु भगिनी, वक्तुकामा वा? चारु विजयसारथि। right. Now you can speak.
राम राम राम।
राम राम राम।
अनुवादः इत्युक्ते translation.
Translation is the translation of the word. What is the process? Prakriya विषये किमपि उच्यते वा?
From Sanskrit to another language like English or Kannada, if we do Anuvadaha, it is called translation.
Devika.
नमस्कारः भगिनी। संस्कृतेन किञ्चित् वक्तुं प्रयत्नं करोमि। अनुवादः इत्युक्ते यदि संस्कृत भाषायाः लेखनं वा पठनं वा अस्ति, तद् प्रत्येक भाषा विषये व्याकरणम् अस्ति, तदनुसृत्य एव अन्य भाषायाम् अपि व्याकरणं तत्तत् भाषायाः सा भाषायाः व्याकरणम् अनुसृत्य अर्थं यदि एक भाषायाः किम् अर्थं बोधयति तदर्थम् अपि अन्य भाषायाः यदि वयम् अनुवादं करोति चेत् तद् यदि वयम् अनुवादं करोमि तत् अत्र अर्थ दृष्ट्या परिवर्तनं करणीयम्। व्याकरणम् अर्थं द्वयमपि अत्र आवश्यकम्।
सम्यक् सम्यक्। आवश्यक अंशाः अपि भगिन्या उक्ताः। What Bhagini has said is, we all, depending, I'm just telling the gist, so they're using the grammar and the meaning, so we can translate. So for the translation, these tools are required. Okay, so we will go ahead. I'll keep the raised hands like that for the next question. Okay, yeah. So it comes from the Sanskrita word. Sanskrita word can be split this way. Anu iti prathamaha bhagaha, vadaha iti dvitiyaha bhagaha. So the first part is anu, second part is vadaha. There are two parts in this word. And the second part, dvitiyaha bhagaha, vad iti dhatoho agacchati. Okay. So this second word is formed from the dhatu vad. Okay. That is anuvadaha. Then Anuvada is the Anuvada is not the real word. It is called Bhashantaranam. So can one of you tell what the meaning of Bhashantaranam is? Praveen Bhrataha. Can you please tell what is Bhashantaranam?
Bhashantaranam. Ram Ram Bhagini. Bhashantaranam iti aham manye वाक्यम आंग्ल भाषाया वा कन्नड़ भाषाया वाक्यम अस्ति तेषां अनुवादः मीन्स व्याकरणस्य प्रयोगं कृत्वा तत् वाक्यं संस्कृत भाषया अनुवादा इति भाषान्तरम्.
My question is about the word bhashantaranam. What is the difference between anuvadaha and bhashantaranam?
Bhashantaranam.
Any guesses? Why
Bhashantaranam means from one bhasha to anya bhasha.
Anya bhasha. Yes, correct. Okay. So now we will listen to what Jayanti Sridhar Bhagini has to tell.
राम राम महोदय, अहं प्रयत्नं करोमि. भाषान्तरणम् इत्युक्ते भाषायाः विषयः अन्ते व्याकरणविषयः किम् अस्ति इति ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः इति अहं मन्ये.
So nice guess. Well, we will see whether it is right or wrong.
धन्यवादः.
देवती भगिनी वदतु, भाषान्तरणम् इति शब्दस्य विषये वदतु.
भाषान्तरं मन्ये अन्यभाषायां कृतिकरणम्.
ओके, राइट. ओके, धन्यवादः. धन्यवादः. सर्वे सम्यक् उक्तवन्तः. Some part everybody said. Okay, now I will try to explain it from my side, right? So I am muting everybody. Yeah. Thank you. Now, antaranam, bhasha, you all know, is language. Antaranam is antara. You have heard the word gramantara, deshantara. Sometime you must have heard that word. Okay, even in Telugu language we have gramantaram velladu. So we say he went to another village. Okay, so that is the word antara in Sanskrit. Okay, so antaranam, the na is there. That is the process. Okay, so the changing process of the bhasha. That is why anuvada is not the right word. Now we will see why anuvada is not the right word and bhashantaranam is the right word. Anuvadaha, anuvadati, as you see, it is from the vad dhatu, to speak. So anuvada technically in Sanskrit means to speak along or to speak after, to speak following someone's speech. It can mean to repeat, it can mean to tell the meaning, it can mean to explain, it can mean many other things. But it does not only mean to translate. Okay, so the right word is bhashantaranam. Still, anuvada word also includes to tell the meaning in some form of the originally spoken speech, some sentence. Okay, so that's why we take it as a chaya, as one of the shades of the meaning. Chaya rupena idam padam grihyate natu purnataya. Bhashantaranam iti shabdaha tu samyaktaya sarvam artham suchayati yat uddishyate translate iti padena. Okay, yat uddishyate asmabhihi. What we intend to say is totally explained by the word bhashantaranam. Okay, actually we should be using bhashantaranam, but we are using anuvada because it's a popular word and it also has got some part of the word meaning as the translation. Okay, so that is the meaning. And it requires two languages, as you all said, Kannada, English, okay, or some other. If I say Telugu, okay, if somebody else says he says Marathi, other language like that. Okay, so this thing is very important, that there are two languages. It's obvious, right? It's very obvious. Like in one movie, one fellow goes to a murder scene and he says, the police speaks to each other. He says, two things are very clear from this scene. everybody looks, oh, what are they? He has some conclusions to speak. He says, one thing is murder has happened and the murderer has run away. Okay, so that's very obvious, and that's why they are there. Okay, so it's like that. Anuvada, at least one thing is clear, that there are two languages. Okay, so and we need the skill of speaking and understanding both the languages. That is very important. Okay, two languages are involved, and we should be highly skilled in both of them to do the Anuvada. And it depends upon the level, of course. So which level of the language you are speaking. So this Anuvada Pradepa has got very simple sentences, and they are graded. That is very important. They are stepwise, okay, designed. So we can easily achieve our goal, right? And the tattvam of the language, dvayo bhashayoho tattvam jnatam. So the essence of the language is very important. And why is this important? Let us ask Geeta Bhagini, why is this tattvam jnanam important? Why should we know the tattvam?
Tattvam arthat tattvam asti, kila? Can I answer in English?
Of course you can.
Tattvam is necessary because it is not always possible to translate word to word from one language to the other.
Yes.
Many times we'll have to grasp the inner meaning of it and translate on the overall meaning of that content.
Exactly.
So that is what I think is said by tattvam, meant by tattvam here.
Right. Very nice.
So we need to know the inner meaning, the intention, the context, and the writer's way of writing also. Sometimes it can be a pun, it can be fun, anything else. So all this we'll have to know to say, yes, I can translate from this place, this language to another language. And not only that, if one language has a word which has a very light general meaning, the other language also need not necessarily have the same these things. We also should know what this content, if I translate it into the other language, would mean.
Yes.
It might sometimes be disastrous if I don't know the other language, what you call tattvam.
True.
So I need to know both. That is what I think is called tattva jnanam. I don't know whether I am correct.
You are very well explained. So many things come into play when we are doing the Anuvada. That is why we should be conscious. Anyhow, we are going to examine the two languages in very detail, and we will compare, we will contrast, we will try to know it as deeply as possible. Whatever elements will come into the play. Okay, so this Geeta Bhagini explained very well. So all these points keeping in mind, we will study. Dhanyavada Bhagini.
Dhanyavada Bhagini.
Next, ekasyaha bhashayaha anya bhashayam vachanam. Basically, what is the process that we all discussed? It is one language expression and meaning translated into the other language. Expression, other language, not meaning, other language, expression. So what changed? Only the outer picture changed. The inner picture remains the same. What is? Rama went to forest. So Rama went to forest. Ram vanko gaye. Ramudu adaviki vellenu. Ramanu vanage hogide. Okay, he went. So such sentences, all sentences mean one thing. So meaning did not change, only the cover changes. Okay, so that is the ekasyaha bhashayaha anya bhashayam vachanam, only vachanam, not artha. Artha is not changed. Okay, that. Okay. So what happens? So as we discussed, some grammar elements we were discussing, right? We were talking one of the points which are raised here is grammar comes into play. So what element mostly affects? Let us see when it comes to Sanskrit language and other language. Okay. Samshlishta and asamshlishta. Did anyone of you hear this before? Samshlishta, asamshlishta? Okay.
No, Bagini.
No.
No.
So this samshlishtata is having the vibhakti of the word along with the word itself. I mean the vibhakti and shabda not separate but in the same word. Okay, like we have some particles in Kannada like ge, na, annu, inda, etc. Okay, and in Telugu also, in Hindi also, ne, ko, se, ke liye, etc. These are all separately put. They are not a part of the noun, but in Sanskrit they are the part of the noun. And in English also we have some prepositions kinds of things. So they are separately. So I went to the forest. Rama went to the forest. So to the forest are 3 words. Whereas in Sanskrit, to the forest is 2-lettered 1 word called vanam. Rama vanam agachat. Rama went to forest. So went is 1 word, Rama 1 word, but to the forest are 3 words in English, whereas it's 1 word in Sanskrit. That is samshlishtata, inflection. So some languages have inflection quality where the vibhakti is along with the word, and some languages are non-inflectional in nature. They don't carry their vibhakti along with them. They are all very prithak padani santi. Tani sarvani prithak padani santi. They are all different words. Ekam padam nasti. Vibhaktihi shabdena saha nama padena saha antar vibhagatvena na yujyate. Vibhakti is not an internal part of the noun. Okay, that is a very important quality that is going to affect our Anuvada process. I mean, we should keep this in view. Then there is a Vakya Paddhati. Every sentence structure has got some characteristics. Every language has got its own sentence structure. Luckily, all our Indian languages have got one sentence structure, that is subject, object, and verb. So in all the languages, almost from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we have a verb in the end. Okay, that is like an unbeatable quality that we can have. Though we can change it. I say Ramudu vachadu, Rama has come. I can also say vachad Ramudu. I can say, hey, Rama has come. So come Rama has, I cannot say in English. Come Rama has, I cannot say, but vachadu Ramudu. So I can say in Telugu or Ramanu Varuttane. Okay, Varuttane Ramanu. I can say that. There is some liberty, but usually verb is in the end. Ram agaya. Okay, Ram agaya. Agaya hai Ram. I can say that. So in all the languages, almost all Indian languages go line by line with these qualities. I don't know many, I know only 2 or 3 of them, so I can give you examples from those languages. Then this padakrama we have to keep in view when we translate a sentence. So when I say Rama went to forest, I cannot say Rama went to Ramaha agachat vanam. Can I say? But in Sanskrit I can say, okay. So in other languages I cannot say, but in Sanskrit I can definitely say because of this above quality which we discussed just now. Inflection quality. The word carries its own vibhakti along with itself. That's why wherever you put in the sentence, it's not going to change its sense. Ramaha vanamagachat. So Rama killed Ravana is the best example people give. Rama killed Ravana. If I put reverse, English will destroy all Ramayana. If I reverse the 2 words, the Ramayana will be smashed. But in Sanskritam, Ramaha Ravanam, okay, Hatavan. If we say Hatavan Ramaha Ravanam, so because Ravanam is carrying the second case along with it, wherever you put it is not going to change. So this feature we can use to the best in the Anuvada, but still we are going to use the subject object verb SOV order, whereas in English it is subject verb object SVO. SVO and SOV will be in clash when we do the Anuvada from Sanskrit to English or English to Sanskrit. We should keep that in view. Then we will go to the next this thing. Okay. So as this point also has been raised by one of the students, Anuvadaha Dvividhaha. We already came to that. That is Shabda Anuvadaha and Bhava Anuvadaha. Shabdanuvada is possible at the basic level of Anuvada, very basic, like below 5th standard class textbooks. If you see that 10 years old children's language, then we can do Shabdanuvada. We need not worry about much, okay? Much will not change. So Ramaha Vanam Agachat, it does not change much. But when it comes to some idiom, can you translate an idiom? You cannot. So there we have to go for bhava. Okay, like something called crocodile tears, mosali kannillu. They exist in both the languages, so I can use it. Okay, but if it does not exist, what to do? Then we can only do the bhava anuvada. We can only change the, we can only express the bhava. Okay, the gist of it. That's all. So two things are equally good. So people prefer bhava anuvada more, but not totally baseless. I mean, we cannot transgress from the basic idea. We can, keeping in view, we can give the meaning, the gist, and bring it as near to the sentence as possible. Okay, that we have to do. Then there are differences in the linga vyavastha. So not only the krama, vakyeshu padasya kramaha eva na, lingasya vyavastha vishayepi vayam avadharanam dadmaha. We have to put our concentration very careful when working with linga, and this is going to be very challenging. I believe, I bet, okay, I believe every student will have a difficulty to deal with linga vyavastha in Sanskrit. We should be prepared. So what to do? What is the solution? Is two things: being open, being prepared, and second thing, having things which help you at your disposal. Okay, so like koshas, etc. they will solve. So for example, they give the example of devata, okay, mitram, and they give the example of kalatram, the wife. Okay, wife has 3 words in Sanskritam: daraha, patni or bharya, and kalatram. Daraha is an English word. Kalatram is a Napunsaka linga word. Daraha is a masculine word. Okay, and kalatram is a Napumsaka, that is neuter word. And patni and bharya are the strilinga words. So in Sanskritam, the linga vyavastha, we will come to this in detail. I'm just telling you the features that come in the way of Anuvada. Then there is vachana vyavastha. So the numbers change. Why? Tell me, because in Sanskritam we have 3 vachanas and in English we have only 2 vachanas. So 1, more than 1, 2, and more than 2, bahu, 3, 4 or 5, etc. We have this vyavastha in Sanskritam. But whereas English has singular and plural. Boy, boys. But we have in Sanskrit 1 boy, 2 boys, many boys. After 2 comes many. So we should keep in view this change, especially with the dvivachana. Okay, especially with the dvivachanam, we have to keep this in our concentration. Okay. Okay, Ramaswamy Bhrata, you have raised hand. You want to ask something? You want to say something or ask something, Ramaswamy ji? Okay, not able to speak. No problem. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Then there is vibhakti vyavastha bhedaha. Even when you try from, especially in Kannada, what happens? Some vibhaktis, like you use ge for reaching point, as far as I know. Okay, you say ge for the point where somebody started to reach some place and the place is told in ge. Okay, mane ge. That is chaturthi vibhakti, as far as I know. But in Sanskritam, we are going to say that reaching place where we want to go in Vidya vibhakti, not in chaturthi. Okay. So gramam gachati. So he does go to his village. But in Kannada, it will be ge, village ge. Okay, but not village nu, village annu. Village annu, he will not go. Mane annu, he will not go. He will only go to village ge or mane ge. Okay, so that is the difference. So when we translate, we should keep that in view. Okay, then we will come to the quickly, we will see what kind of bhasha amsaha. Bhasha amsaha nama, the parts of speech. Okay. So, ke amshaha santi bhashayam iti vayam sthulataya pashyamah. We will just have a vihanga vikshanam, bird's eye view of the elements of the Sanskrit language. There are shabdaha or namapadas. There are kriyapadas. Namapadas are the nouns. Kriyapadas are the verbs. Upasargaha or pratyayaha. Okay. So there are upasargaha which are added in the beginning of the dhatu. Pratyayaha added to the end of the dhatu or shabda. Then there are kalaha. There are three tenses. Main tenses are three: Vartamana kala, Bhuta kala, and Bhavishyat kala. Then we have avyayas, the indeclinables, which don't have any lingavachana vibhakti at all. Then there are sandhis, samasas, which don't exist in English at all. Okay, samasas do exist. Okay, there are samasas, but not very equivalent to Sanskrit. Some of them are there. Then prayogaha. There are prayogas exist in both of them. That like active voice and passive voice. And there are sankhya, numbers are there. These are sthulataya. I'm not telling you very detailedly. Then in the English language, we have nouns, pronouns, verbs, auxiliary verbs. These auxiliary verbs are not there in Sanskritam. There are adjectives, yes, prepositions, adverbs, indeclinables, particles, and there is a sentence structure, word order that is different from Sanskritam in English. Okay. So these are the Angla Bhasha Amsha. Now we will enter a small quiz. Okay. I complete my lecture here. And with this, we will quickly enter the quiz. I will put the participants list in front of my eyes. I am lowering all hands, and each one of you can, one will be given chance. I can't give to everyone. Okay, let us see. What is the Sanskritam term for Anuvadaha? Prajna Bhatt.
Bhashantaranam.
Bhashantaranam. Dhanyavada. It is Bhashantaranam. And those who got chance will with another will get chance next time. What is the term for Shabda plus Vibhakti staying together? Hemavati Shankar. Hemavati Shankar. Please unmute. Okay. Namrata.
Hari Om Bhagini. Samlishta.
Samshlishta.
Samslishta. Kshamyatam. Samslishta. Inflection. Okay. Next. Is there a strict word order in Sanskritam? We will ask Annie Mary. Annie Marie or what is, I don't know. I'm sorry if I've told you wrong.
Anne Marie or Anne, if it's
Anne. Okay, Anne Marie. Okay.
Yes. A strict order, not necessary, but the verb is in the end.
Yes. Verb is in the end. If we want to be formally making the sentence. Okay. Otherwise, we can keep it anywhere. Yeah. Thank you. Right.
Thank you.
What is the indeclinable called in Sanskritam? Panchanadam Swaminathan. Sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Avyaya.
Avyaya, correct. Avyayam, nice. What is the element added prior to dhatu? I did not explain this, but just mentioned it. And we will ask Amita Bhargava. Oh, sorry.
Namo Namaha.
Yes.
It is Upasargaha.
Upasargaha, correct. So that is the element. And can you tell the next one, which is added at the end?
Pratyaha.
Correct. Okay. What is the element added after the dhatu on the right? That is pratyaya. Just now we have answered it. How many lingas are there in Sanskritam? I did not explain this in detail, but okay. Shyamala Ramachandran.
Trishulingaha, Lingaha, Srilingaha, Pullingaha, Napumsakalingaha.
Yeah, very good. Correct. Next question. Is there a difference between a Visheshana and an adjective? I did not explain this, but you can guess. Okay, we will discuss it in the coming classes. You can try. Tripura Sundari Ramamurthy, sorry. Visheshana and adjective, is there a difference? Okay. You are unmute, you can speak. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell this. Yes, there is a difference. Okay, adjective and Visheshana work differently in both the languages. Okay, and then how are vibhaktis expressed in English? Who will tell this? I will pick another name. Shashi Badami. One moment. Yeah. You can unmute and speak. Shashi.
Namaste, Bahodir.
Namaste. Yeah.
Vibhaktis are 7 vibhaktis are there. Prathama, Dvitiya.
I'm asking how are they expressed in English?
Oh, in English. Accusative and is that what are you asking?
Yes.
How are they expressed? Because I said
through prepositions.
Prepositions. Yes, I told you, I did not explain this point, but I said the from, to, etc. They will be separate from the words. Okay. So first thing is they are expressed separately, and they are expressed from these words from, to, for, in, on, by these. Okay. So these are the questions quiz time. So these were just to warm up. Okay. Not that I'm not going to explain these points and just end up with this. No, it's not like that. Okay. So the next question. What is the word order in an English sentence? I'll unmute. Please, everybody should get chance. Okay. Ashok Gudsurkar, sir. What is the word order in English? I said
subject, verb, object in English.
Subject, verb, and object. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the word order in a Sanskrit sentence? And we will ask. Who didn't get a chance? Okay. Meenakshi Vidyasagar. Yeah. Meenakshi Bhagini.
Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Namaste, ma'am. There is no word order, particular word order in Sanskritam.
Sanskritam, but if we talk of Indian languages order, then?
In other languages, we have an order, that is subject, verb, and object. In Sanskritam, we need not follow many times.
We need not follow, but if we want to be formal like Indian language, then it is SOV.
SOV only, okay.
I mean, if there is, we need not follow it, but if we want to follow it, it will be SOV.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Namaste.
Nice. Okay. So this was the class, and hope it was good. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you are hopeful about your coming sessions, and we are going to have them. If any doubts are there, we all will have some chance. Like today we had this quiz and it was only for a warm-up. So if you want to say anything, we have 2 more minutes.
Bhagini?
Yes, Charu, yes.
What is actually a samasa?
That all will come in the lessons. Okay. What is a samasa? Write down your doubt. Yes, they will come in the next sessions. Okay.
Namaskaram. I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear, sir. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm in US. I want to get that book, Anuvada textbook. Is there a downloadable PDF?
Downloadable. It should be from the Sabha.
Okay.
Sura Saraswati.
Can you put that link or the contact so that I can?
Please type Sura Saraswati Sabha in Google. The first link will be the website.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Your class is very interesting. I think first time attending. Very, very interesting. Because I do that same thing to teach my children in the temple. So the translation is very, very important. Thank you. Dhanyawada.
Bhagini, Bhagini,
Gita Bhagini, yeah.
Bhagini, Ganamadhye preshishiti va?
Ganamadhye na.
Video asti va? Video asti va?
Yeah, Gomati Bhagini, can you please guide the students about the recordings?
Yes, Bhagini. Yes, Bhagini. The videos will be available in our portal. Once you log in to www.sanskritfromhome.org and you give your credentials, the video will be available in the student's dashboard. Since you have logged in for this course, once you get into this course, the video class recordings will be available, Bhagini.
From tomorrow, or how long will it take, Bhagini?
Yeah, tomorrow. By tomorrow morning, the recordings will be uploaded, Bhagini.
Dhanyawada, dhanyawada.
Dhanyawada.
So if you have any doubt, you can raise now, this time. Yeah. Ashok sir. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, sir. Yes, please ask your question. Okay. Okay, Shashi. Oh, sorry, I'm muting. Shashi sir. Shashi Bhagini. Yeah, Ashok sir, please ask. Yeah.
See, I could not know what is that is inflection. Inflection. What is the inflection?
Inflection. Inflection. Having the vibhakti along with the, like for example, I go to a village. So to a village has combined the word gramam. Okay, like that. And I come from village, gramat, like that. In Sanskrit, it is one word. Gramat is not from the village. 3 words in English, 1 word in Sanskrit. So it is included as a part of grama. Grama is the basic word. Gramat means from. So that quality is called inflection.
And what is Sanskrita? What is Sanskrita? What does it mean? Sanskrita.
Samskrita, the same thing for in Sanskrit.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
Same term. Yeah.
Dhanyawad.
Okay, Shashi Bhagini.
Namaste, Bhagini. I have a question about that pratyayas. I don't know whether I heard it wrong or I am wrong. Pratyayas, can they be added to namapadas also? I thought it can be added only for dhatus.
Verbs and dhatus and namapadas, both pratyayas can be added, yes. Oh. They have separate pratyayas, they will be added.
Oh,
different.
Dhanyawad.
So all these questions, I mean, today's questions about this class you can ask, about bhasha, about other related things we will come to know as in the course of time. Okay. So because the time is past, I am closing the class with Swasti Prarthana. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahisha go brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Namo namaha. Dhanyawadaah.
Shubha sayankalam punah milamah.
Day after tomorrow.
Dhanyawada Mode.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawad. Dhanyawad.
Ram 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 Ram.
Ram Ram Ram.
I'm happy. I'm happy. Dhanyawad. I'm happy.